Lower rates coming soon. Automotive market crashing. So much to go through. Let's just get started, okay? I'll just go one by one. So yesterday, Chairman Powell testified that the economy is doing great. You can believe that if you want. Okay, whatever. Unemployment's down. Stock market's doing great. I don't know. I don't see it. But here's some other points to think about. Rates might be coming down. Not this month, possibly September. I wonder why. Election cycle, maybe? I don't know. So I know this sounds like I'm a little antagonistic right now, but it's because I'm just tired of the crap that the news is bringing us. And yeah, sometimes I get my news tidbits from TikTok. This guy goes through it and kind of talks about it. But one thing he doesn't say is, what is that going to mean over the next month? And over the next month, people are going to anticipate lower rates in September. They're going to hold off on purchasing a house, possibly. That's just one thing that's stuck in the craw of my back of my little brain housing group. Could it be possible? Yeah, I think we're going to see volume of sales, houses slow down just a tad bit more than what we're used to seeing. And in certain areas, like where he lives in Florida or in Texas or Arizona, or even some of the northern states, you're going to see more of a contraction in the number of homes that are selling right now. Now we're going to go back, pressure people into date the rate, not the whatever. People are tired of the high interest rates. People are tired of the high inflation. People are tired of struggling day to day, and the government is not doing anything for you. That means we have to go through and figure this out ourselves. This one right here, this is kind of a scary one. Remember I tell you about the little house of cards right here, little house of cards? This one right here, 3,800 vehicles that this one dealership is giving back to the manufacturer. 3,800. That means, and these are the ones that go to the businesses, right? They're fleet vehicles. They buy it on consignment, and they go, well, here you go. I'll sell it, and I'll make a little bit of profit on it. They haven't been able to sell 3,800 of them. They're sending them back to the manufacturer. It's one dealership. Let that sink in for a minute. If a dealership can't sell cars, it means one of those house of cards is going to start to collapse. Automotive. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I'm not here to tell you what the future is. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing and kind of putting it together and seeing if it's a soupy mix. Home inspection checklist. If you're thinking about selling your house, download this thing today, because then I get to help you sell your house. Here's another thing that goes on the pro side, or the positive side of this economy. As people are being forced to come back to work and go to the office, they're moving back to the cities, which means cities are going to see a better, or see prices go up. Now, doesn't mean that prices are going to go up. I think prices are going to continue to go up over the next 10 to 15 years, not the same rate that we saw over the last 2 years, 2020, 2021. 2022 is when we ebbed, the tide started turning, and now we're kind of going into a slower volume because of the higher interest rates. And nobody's moving, and we don't have the supply. Rates are still nominal, right? You can buy it down to 5.9, 6.1. I don't think it's going to help. I tell you, 5.5 is the magic number, and then maybe we'll get there in September. Maybe they'll just give you a little bit, because October they'll give you a little bit more, and then they'll make you happy again. to vote for whoever you want to vote for. I'm never going to tell you who to vote for. I don't really care because I don't think it matters to me. It's the government that controls a lot of stuff. If you're thinking about buying a house, download this checklist. When you go to open houses or you go to multiple houses one day, it becomes a big blur. You can't remember which house had which kitchen, or which one had air conditioning, or which one had dual pane windows. This checklist helps you figure that out. Remember. Okay, I also saw this yesterday, and I wanted to kind of talk about this. Existing home sales has plummeted. Not really plummeted, because if you look at this one right here, no. Housing inventory. So the number of sales have gone down 3.89. So let's call it 4 million from the high of 4.3 million in 2024. But inventory, that's housing active listing count in the United States, has gone down or has gone up. And it's gone up a little bit, 1.3. We're at half of where we need to be. If I could drop this into a 5-year, let's see if I can do that. I don't think that's going to work. These never work for me. So what's going down is the volume of sales are going down and inventory is starting to go up. Is that happening in the Silicon Valley? No. We're at half capacity where we need to be to have a balanced market. But the rest of the United States, outside of a few metropolitan pockets, you're seeing houses sit on market longer. And in fact, we're seeing houses sit on market longer in certain counties. And we talk about that on Wednesday. So inventory is going up. Demand looks like it's going down, except for in metropolitan areas. This is all across the United States, okay? Right now we're 4.1, but I reported this last week. Okay, I want to take this real quick. If you're going to write an article, let me put this so you can actually read it. 5 things you can do if you can't sell your property. If you're going to write an article, make sure it has 5 things. If you say that there's 5 things you can do, I only counted 4. Change a real estate agent, ask about guaranteed purchase program, make your home look like what buyers want, and rent it out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what the last one is? Lower the price or make the price attractive to buyers. Just like this thing right here. That's 5 things. If your real estate isn't doing their job and being responsive and talking to you and saying this is, and they're not driving it for you, then maybe that's not the right agent for you. Guaranteed purchase program. Sure, we have that too. Everybody has that. I think that's a crock of crap because I'm going to buy it 5% lower than what that goes for. I mean, what your house should go for. That's how the guaranteed purchase program works. Sometimes it's 10%, sometimes it's 40% lower. Make your home look like what buyers want. That's what I talk about every day when I give you a little staging or think 5 things to improve your curb appeal, all that stuff. You got to make your house look pretty and attractive in order for somebody to want to marry it. I mean, it's common sense, right? If your house doesn't sell and you're not getting the price you demand, then rent it out. But here's the thing. If your agent can't promise you, which no agent will ever promise you, that you're going to get some kind of erroneous, crazy price, like $2 million for a $1 million house, I wouldn't waste my time. I wouldn't waste my efforts because it does cost me time, energy, and money to list your house, right? And my suggestions right here, make your house look attractive and make the price attractive. If you can't live with the price that they're talking about, rent it out. There you go. Enough said. What you get for $2 million in Santa Clara County? I didn't even look at this. So let's look at Willow Glen. Pop this guy right here. Newport. Wow, that one looks like it's rough. That is a funky looking house. Four-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,959 square feet, built in 1936, $2,024,000. Not my listing, Newport Avenue. It's in Willow Glen. Still kind of walking distance to downtown Willow Glen, Lincoln Ave. Lincoln Ave. All right. Yeah. Well, we talk about curb appeal, right? That thing just did not make me smile. And what's with the stove? That, yeah. You're not even supposed to have fire here in Silicon Valley because we're protect the air people. Let's see, does it have cooling? It has central air AC. So that's what you get for $2 million. I didn't do the what you get for $1 million. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, in our own backyard, right along the freeway. That is a beater. Look at that thing. Hey, well, when I take the pictures of your house to list your house for sale, make sure you put your truck on the lawn because that really helps sell, market the fact that your house is going to be for sale. Not only that, but you're also on the freeway and you have a bunch of renters and you don't take care of it. You don't worry about the curb appeal. Oh yeah, there you go. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,457 square feet. I don't even know when it was born. Central AC. Oh, there you go. And it's on Blossom Ave. So not only that, you're close to the freeway, but you're on a busy street. So good luck with that one. All right. 12 Bay Area County months of inventory. Remember, I tell you, in order for it to be a buyer's market, it has to be over 6 months. In order for the volume of sales, you have to be, in order for it to be a balanced market, you have to have about 2,000 homes for sale in the county, in Santa Clara County. Right now, Santa Clara County is yellow, one of the lowest. San Francisco is now the lowest. Imagine that. San Francisco. People want to move back to San Francisco, let them. Maybe that's when you talk about people being forced to go back to the city, that's probably why that volume is going up. But again, our inventory is so low. We're so far away from a balanced market, from a buyer's market, nothing really to worry about. Same thing here with every one of these cities except for Montecito, and Montecito is a luxury buy. So you're really at an average of 1.8 just by an eyeball. That's that yellow Santa Clara is Santa Clara City, just so you know, just to make sure you understand that. There you go. So yeah, it's an election season, so rates are going to be fluctuated and delivered to you to make you happy when it's at their biting, their choice. Yep, there you go. All right, today we talked about rates. We talked about the automotive market. We talked about selling your house and making common sense decisions and making sure that you have 5 things that you want to talk about when you have 5 things on your title in a report that you're putting out to the public. I'm Vito with Abitano. Have a great weekend. We'll see you out there.